This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe and help get this video to 2,000 likes.
And I say, hey!
The episode opens with DW complaining how she isn't the central focus of a show named after her older brother. We're then treated to a fantasy sequence about losing teeth. Leave it to an educational cartoon to make teeth look scary as hell. DW is watching a My Little Pony commercial for horse clothes, which sounds dumb until you remember all animals wear clothes in this world. DW asks her mom if she can save up her allowance to buy the clothes herself. Mrs. Reed tells her, fat chance. Arthur has lost another tooth and DW's insults are locked and loaded. Until she learns about the Tooth Fairy. Arthur explains how the Tooth Fairy flies around the world collecting children's teeth in exchange for cash, which even DW thinks sounds pretty sus.
Where does she get all the money?
Mental note. The girl knows too much.
DW realizes she can make money with her mouth and sets about pulling out her teeth. She tries to get Pal to do her dirty work, only to be scolded by Arthur, who would probably be fine with DW's scheme if the string was tied around her tongue. Arthur tells his parents about DW's masochistic behavior, causing Mr. Reed to choke on his water harder than Ratburn's Sweet D. DW flat out lies to her parents, demanding to get her tooth pulled. Mrs. Reed says she'll have to take her to the dentist. Mr. Reed says he can't go due to work, because getting piped by your son's grade school teacher is a full-time job.
Rats!
I can't tell if that's his pet name or his safe word. The next day, DW continues with her charade as she wastes her mother's and the doctor's time with an unnecessary dentist appointment. The dentist tells her teeth are fine, since most kids don't start losing teeth until they're 6. The Reed family next goes to the History Museum, which looks like it was put together by someone with an oral fixation.
Who the fuck are you?
DW gets the idea to use a fake tooth after recalling the time Arthur used a shark tooth to fool his friends into thinking he lost his baby teeth. Instead of using the shark tooth she already has, DW convinces her mom to buy her a new one. That night, DW brags to Arthur about how she plans to trick the Tooth Fairy. Arthur worries DW's scheme will piss off the Tooth Fairy and get their house blacklisted for life. And as much as I rag on DW, even I know Arthur's 8-year-old ridiculous ass is too old to still be believing in the Tooth Fairy. Next you're going to tell me he still believes in the Easter Bunny, which I guess in this world would just be a guy. Instead of telling his parents, or, doing nothing, Arthur uses his own money to make DW think her plan worked.
Ow! Why does DW have a bowling ball in her room?
You don't answer that.
The next morning, Arthur is perfecting his pimp limp when DW comes in to brag about her successful scam.
I tricked the Tooth Fairy! I tricked the Tooth Fairy!
Arthur is relieved until he realizes his dumbass left the fake tooth behind. So DW plans to do it all over again, cleaning Arthur out of house and home. Let's review. DW became obsessed with getting an overpriced toy she didn't need and decided to get the money through any means possible. Once she learned about the Tooth Fairy, she became hell-bent on pulling her own teeth, risking her health and safety. She wasted a doctor's valuable time with an unnecessary dentist appointment and complained when he wouldn't do whatever she wanted him to do. She coerced her mother into buying her a shark tooth, which she already owned, so she could scam the Tooth Fairy, and bragged to her brother about using it to make a quick buck. Which wouldn't have worked if her dumbass older brother still didn't believe in fairies. If Arthur had done absolutely nothing, DW's plan would have died on the vine and her ego would have been kept in check. But no. He had to play along and give DW exactly what she wanted, at both Arthur and Mrs. Reed's expense, 'cause she definitely spent more than $1 on that fake-ass shark tooth. Arthur inadvertently gave DW the false confidence to pull off her scheme, not just once, but several more times, ensuring he'll go broke keeping his horrendous sister's sociopathic tendencies at bay. And as much as the truth hurts, at some point Arthur needs to realize there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no God. Because no cruel God would possibly curse humanity with the unbridled terror that is Dora Winifred Reed. F-U-D-W.
And I say, hey!
Hey, I have a Patreon. Sign up at patreon.com/mattneff to get your name in the thank you credits, along with early access to every FUDW and the chance to vote for future episodes. If there's a movie or show you'd like me to talk about, top-tier patrons can commission a review for my channel. Check out the link in the description to become an FUDW superfan.
Also, I'm now on Cameo, so make sure to check out my profile to get a personalized FU video.
And I say, hey!
Why is that YN? Oh, okay, that is actually... fuck, I didn't even remember writing this part. Fuck me. Okay. Next time on FUDW,